Howdy folks, my name is Brendan with ScaleTrains.com, and today we'll be showing you how to fix a minor printing error on our Colorado and Southern Heritage Hopper 5188. We're going to take our car today and we're going to take it out of the box. I'm going to point out the error and as well as a little bit of tips when you're opening up your case. Super simple, opening it up like a normal box. You're going to slide the model out, and of course there are going to be a couple things in the box. There's going to be your manual, of course. I prefer to leave that in the box itself, and I can set that off to the side. When opening your 5188, we have included 4 spare roller bearing caps for your trucks. Please do be sure to not lose those. Pull our case off here, and we'll put the model off to the side so we can put our roller bearing caps in a safe place so we know where they are. Instead of saying the shortest route to Colorado in the Northwest, our little printing error is it says the shortest route to Colorado and the Northwest. So we're going to show you how to fix that minor printing error today with some really easy to use decals. I prefer to use a light, a normal cutting mat just for safekeeping and to protect your work surface. You may want to use a thin sheet of foam to help protect your car. Of course, when you're working with decals, you will need, it is water slide decals, so you'll need a small container of water, a small assortment of thin, flat-bladed brushes, a pair of tweezers in either pointed or a flat-nosed tweezer, a pair of scissors to cut the decal in half because it does include 2 decals so you can fix both sides of your car. I prefer to use microsol, but results are fine with just the water. And of course, a couple Q-tips. And finally, of course, the decal that you need to fix your car. We're going to turn on our light here, light up our work surface. So on the decal itself, there's a thin, clear protective coating right there. You probably not see it. I set that off to the side. We don't need it. All right. Then you're going to take your decal and your scissors, and you're just going to cut it simply in half. One for each side of the car. We're going to set our scissors off to the side. Don't need those anymore. These are pre-trimmed decals, really easy to work with. All right. So to prep our surface, we're going to grab just a normal flat-bladed paintbrush, and we are going to just kind of swirl it on there, clean any fingerprints, residue, dust. If it's been on your model railroad, maybe there's a little bit of weathering on there. Clean that off, dry our blade off. On my leg, I do have a paper towel just to help dry off my paintbrush. All right. Then we are going to take our tweezers, dunk it on in there, swirl it around a few seconds. That is lukewarm, just tap water. Set it on the car. That water will help adhere it to the car as well. You're going to grab another pair of tweezers, or the same tweezers, just whatever you want to use, and you'll let it sit there for a few seconds. Should slide off pretty easy. Again, I should have mentioned that you should pick out 2 little spots on the car itself to help it line it. The inner circle is a good one, as well as the outside, and then you also have the D and the R in Denver that will help you align your car. You're going to take a paintbrush along the center, and you're going to just push that water on out of there. Again, using that paper towel to help dry your paintbrush off. Work a little bit with its positioning, then you're going to take a Q-tip and just dab around the edges just to help that sit down on there. Again, weld seam, of course, you're going to need to just kind of wipe it. Of course, that's going to sit down on there just nice, real nice. You do have the option of wearing gloves if you're about to weather this car. I prefer to not wear gloves at the moment, just for the simple fact of I find that the decal likes to stick to your gloves a little bit more than normal. So then we're going to take a dry paintbrush, or mostly dry. It can be the one you used in the water. It's perfectly fine. Going to unscrew our microsol. Grab just a little bit, not a lot, just a little, just to help soften the decal. And we're just gonna kind of wipe that on there in a circular motion. We're gonna let it sit for a few seconds. You can close off your microsol. You don't need it until the next side of your car. Going to take another Q-tip, and you're going to just simply roll it over the decal. This will help set it down real nice and firm onto the car itself, as well as help the decal adhere to the weld seam and give you that nice defined weld seam on the car. Again, doesn't take much. You can let the microsol sit for a little longer, help it with a little bit more adhesion. I found that just waiting a few seconds, it'll be fine. And just like that, folks, your decal is corrected and that little printing error has been fixed. It should read shortest route to Colorado and the Northwest. Thank you all for watching with us today, and stay tuned to our YouTube page for further announcements, further how-tos, and to stay updated with what we're up to